Well, guys, it looks like I'm live. It's a bit of a chilly day here in southwest of Ireland, 2 degrees. But during the week, it's meant to get milder, so it'll start to get more warmer and warmer because we're heading towards March. So that's good sign. My fuchsias are blooming nicely. And some of my palms are starting to recover nicely. And there's good growth there. My tree, ferns like Dixonia Antarctica, has 3 new closures, so there'll be a few new fronts on those. And my Cyathea cooperi is doing good. Dixonia sclerosa is doing good. My Listonia is doing good. Phoenix Canary is doing good. Yeah, doing all good. This weekend I will be uncovering my Musha Bajou from the winter, as we're not expect to get any more frosts, so that's good. And you'll start to see a bit of leaves on this. And this week sometime I will be getting my Aricana monkey puzzle tree and Yucca filifera, Cyathea australis, and red leaf bananas. So I'll be doing a video on my 3 foot, nearly 4 foot monkey puzzle video, so stay tuned to that. We'll also be doing video on my new Cyathea australis, so stay tuned to that too. I'll be doing a video on my Yucca filifera too. I won't be doing a video on my red leaf banana, as I won't be planting it yet. I'll be keeping it inside until the weather warms up a bit. So I'll probably do a video on that in March sometime. So stay tuned to that. If you're in there, pop in a comment and I'll try to answer your questions if I can. I know I'm a bit early than 1 o'clock that I said, but I said I start early anyway. But yeah, it's a nice day today here, and everything is starting to bloom out now. There's a real sense of spring in the air, you know. Ireland is really mild in the winter. Like, this was a rare occasion where it was very cold, but we don't often get a cold snap in Ireland, but we do get them. And I won't lie about that. We do get the cold snaps, but very rare. And very rare in the south of west of Ireland anyway, because southwest of Ireland is really mild enough and balmy enough. So like I'm getting the monkey puzzle, Cyathea australis, Yucca filifera, and the red leaf banana from Kells Bay Gardens in Kerry off Billy Alexander. So that'd be good. I'll be doing the video on the monkey puzzle, as it'll be a nice big one to show you. I'll be doing an in-depth info on the monkey puzzle, because I know my friend Sandra Prams wants some seeds when it's seeds. So I'll do a in-depth for him to know how to take care of one. Anyway, but it'll be in-depth for people to how to take care in general of all my viewers out there. Hopefully your day is going great. Hopefully your weather is doing good. Hopefully you're not getting that big blast from Scandinavia. I know Northern Ireland is getting a big blast from Scandinavia and getting very heavy snow, but South and West Ireland seems to be going to be escaping this. So that is good for my plans in a way. So and I hope you're all keeping safe as well. That's the main thing, that your health is brilliant. So yeah, we're all doing good here. My Phoenix Canary are kind of getting fuller each day. They got a bit of brown burnt on them, but that's fine. It's normal from Phoenix Canary to do that from the cold, like, but it will fastly recover anyway. Like yeah. But the one palm that does not do well here in Ireland is the cliff date palms. I've tried few and they've all died on me. They don't like the wet, cold climate. They don't like the wet climate anyway. They don't like it. They just die off. Phoenix Canary, you have no problem with. They're like, but the date palms. And like this stone Australia, you have no problem too. Like, they might get damaged by the wind, but leaves recovered. This only leaves got damaged in the winter winds, but they're fastly recovering now, so that's good. And let me point out to you that my Listonia australis is the biggest palm in my forest. It's hard to believe. Like, it's hard to believe it's bigger than my big Phoenix canary, but it is bigger and taller. So that it's my biggest one. Listonia australis come from Queensland, Australia. It's hard to believe because they're so cold tolerant. Yeah, and in a couple of years' time, I hope to get some seeds off the Listonia australis. Be nice one to get seeds off. Yeah, and my Bucha is doing great too. It's getting fuller as well. So yeah, they're doing all good. And my lemon tree doing good. And my orange tree doing good. Yeah, my cherry tree is starting to bud now. So is my apple tree starting to bud and stuff. And my Sabal palms are doing good. They're starting to fan out now, a bit in a way. Yeah, my hybrid kind of Trachycarpus palms are doing good. My Waggies are doing good. They're getting another leaf and getting a bit taller each day as well. My Trachycarpus fortunei are doing good too. My cycads are coming back from the freeze. They die down, but they're coming back up. They're a bit like ferns, the way they are. They die down, then they come back up. So they're good. Like, so, yeah. And my Washingtonians got a bit of a battering, but they're coming back. They're coming back. Like, but that's expected in the winter that they will get a bit of a battering. But I'm not worried about them. They will do fine. They will. Yeah, and yeah, everything is doing well in general. Hopefully, all your palms are doing well. Yes. Hopefully, you haven't had any losses of palms. I've had 3 losses anyway, but I'm not too worried about the 3 losses. I've I've plenty of winners anyway. So, like, I zone push and just take a risk with losing palms, but that's the risk you take when you're zone pushing, and I'm willing to take that. Like, for me, like, I I couldn't care less if I lost a palm. It's part of the joy for me because it's a hobby for me, not a business. I know for some people it's a business for them growing palms, but me, no, it's not. It's a hobby, and I enjoy it, and I will try any palm, and I couldn't care less if they died. You know, that's the way I see it in a way. Like, there's no point of getting upset when a palm dies. Like, it's a plant, and at the end of the day, it's not the end of life situation. Like, you can get another palm to replace it. It's no big deal. So, but most of my palms will do fine. Like Phoenix Canary will do fine. Trachycarpus fortunei will do fine. Trachycarpus ragnaris will do fine. Yeah, and some of the Trachycarpus hybrids will do fine. Monkey puzzle will do fine. Most of the tree ferns will do fine. Washingtonians will do fine. They'll kind of fade down in the winter, will come back up again. Yeah, and Listonia australias will do fine. Like, yeah, I will be doing an update video on that Listonia australias in March sometime when it starts to fill out again. Yeah, and I'll probably do an update on all the palms really in March time. But I'll be doing a video on my new monkey puzzle tree that I'll be getting from Kells Bay. So stay tuned to that anyway. And I'll also be doing a video on the Cyathea australia's tree fern. So yeah, and you can feel fair, but I won't be doing a video, as I said, on the red leaf banana because I'll be keeping it inside until March sometime when the weather warms up. I see Tommy's in there. Great to see you. How is your day doing, Tommy? Great to see you in there in a way. It's a bit cold here in the southwest of Ireland. Sorry there, folks. My internet died on me a bit, but it came back. So I apologize for the connection there. But yeah, hopefully everything is going great in your side of the world or wherever you are. And don't forget to join in with me. I appreciate it. I will probably be doing this live stream just for an hour because I think an hour is long enough in a live stream. I don't be going breaking records of the longest live stream in living history. That's not me. Yes, Tommy, but expecting a bit of cold weather, just a bit of frost. I don't think we're going to get snow that they're saying that's coming from Scandinavia. I think the Northern Ireland will get it, but we won't. Because I was looking at my phone. Let me see there now. It's tell you now in a minute if my phone stops acting up. Yeah, no, we're not going to get it. Like Tuesday, dry 2 degrees nighttime, -4 degrees Celsius. Wednesday, sunny 3 degrees, -1 Celsius. Thursday, rainy snow. That's not too bad. 2 degrees and 2 degrees Celsius at night, and then it's starting to get milder from there. So we are safe. So yeah, so we're not going to get that snow that is coming from Scandinavia, and like so. We're lucky that of where we are in Ireland that we have a kind of a mild airstream towards us, so we don't really generally wouldn't get a very cold snap. Really, like this was a rare cold snap this winter, like -6 Celsius, but we rarely would get it really. Like Dublin would get it, like Leinster, Connacht, and Ulster would get the cold snaps. We rarely would because we have some bit of the Gulf Stream coming towards us. I know Kelsby has more of the Gulf Stream because they're in towards the ocean side, so they get the Gulf Stream. They're zone 10A. Some parts of Ireland is zone 9B. We are zone 9A. I suspect that where Tommy is, it is zone 9A as well because I'm zone 9A. And he should be because he is quite close to my area. So he will be 9A as well. 9A is actually not too bad. You can grow a lot in 9A, more than people actually think. See, the problem is when they hear someone they're going to grow a palm in Ireland, they say, "Oh no, that'd be too tropical. Any type of palm." No, 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 no. It's not going to. You just have to be sensible of what you want to start off growing a palm. My suggestion is a Phoenix Canary or a Trachycarpus fortunei. But like a lot of people in Ireland would be actually be afraid to try palms. They would be very afraid because they're afraid if they plant it and it will if it dies. Well, so what if it dies? You try again. Just because one winter it dies doesn't mean the other winter it will it could survive the other winter because the winter that you plant your palm might be more harsher than the other winters you'll have then like. So it all depends on the type of winter you have. Here it can be pretty random winters. Like Ireland's weather is very unpredictable because you don't know what weather you will get because it might say on the weather forecast mild and then it might be cold. Like it changes so often, it's hard to keep up with it. Which most places it's very predictable, but here it's unpredictable. Really, like we don't know what we will get. That's the thing with Ireland. You have to expect the unexpected, as people say. So yeah, hopefully all your plants are doing great. My cacti succulents are doing brilliant. They're still alive. My prickly pear is still doing brilliant. So in the springtime I'll be trying more cactus like algae, some more succulents, maybe some Opuntia cactus. Yeah, the key with growing cactus in Ireland is outside, like, is have a good inch, good centimeter of stone in the bed for fast draining soil. If you don't have that, your cactus is goosed. That's what I did for my cactus, and it seems to be working so far. So good, touch wood, that it's doing great. I know Tommy has a cactus inside. Yeah, and how is it doing so far, Tommy? Is it still blooming? My cactus are doing great in a way. Like, as I said, prickly pear, Opintia prickly pear cactus. I have some cacti succulents. I have white Mexican rose and some other cactus as well. Yeah, and I uh, I have some tropical flowers in the ground that die down in winter and they'll come back up in the spring, so that'd be good. That'd be good in a way. I also have lady palm. I have the normal lady palm and the variegated lady palm, so that'd be good. As my dad likes to call it, Kerry lady palm because it's green and yellow or green and gold. So yeah, we're doing good. My bamboo is doing brilliant, but too. Yeah, it's fine if it doesn't, as long as it's not rotting. And how you know if it's rotting, you see little kind of brown, very brown, moldy bits. That is a sign of rotting. But prickly pear will rot some bit in the winter, but will come back in the spring. But other cactus you want to watch because some cactus just rot and die. So that's why you need to, with some cactus, you need to have fast draining soil for them when you have them outside. Inside, you'll have no problem growing them. Yeah, but you have to be careful with watering them. You only give them a sprinkle, really. They don't like too much water. They don't like wet feet. So just a sprinkle, maybe once every month. That's all they need. They're 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 fairly drought tolerant. So, like, I've seen some people put them into a bowl of water and let them soak that water, but what happens is it rots the roots and they'll die. So don't do that. Just every once a month, give it just a sprinkle of water, the tiniest amount you can get, and that will do it. So, like, so you have to be very careful when growing a cactus. You need to know how to care for it. A lot of people just buy them and think they just need loads of water, and then they die uh, from them. Like, so. So just be careful with cactus when you're growing them. Like, I've made my mistake on cactus of not putting fast drain soil and it died. So that's my mistake, and I've learned from it. So sorry if the internet's a bit bad. It just died there again, but I think it's back. Hopefully you didn't lose out on much there. Anyway, as I said, I'll be just going for an hour anyway. But I might, if the internet doesn't stay on, I might shorten it because it's no point of keep going if the internet dies down like, on me. Like, so hopefully you're all doing great and everything. So that's how is my picture and internet. Is it clear to you or anything? Like, the shout out if the quality is not good, because I would like to know, because I can make in my next live stream I can make it better for you. Like, I will be doing another live stream on Monday again. Hopefully I get more joining in. So if you're in there, please comment down the comment box and I will answer your questions. So yeah, I'll answer all your questions. Like, oh, good, Tommy. It seems to be clear. That's good. That's good. So yeah, in what I might do in March sometimes when the weather is good, I might do a live stream outside with my palms. That would be nice, and I can show you guys of all my palms, a tour of my garden and everything in the March. In March, like when the weather is good. No point of doing it now because the weather is not so good. So yeah, everything seems to be doing good. My Waname pine, it's a very rare pine. Like there's not much them around. Is doing brilliant, like in with taller and greener and everything. And that I'll be doing another video, update video on that too. Uh, I will be doing an update video on my Dixonian Antarctica ferns and everything like that. Doing an update. I'll do an update video on my Phoenix canaries, my Washingtonia robusta filifera. I'll be doing um update on bamboo as well. Update on my beauty and everything. Really update on it, more or less everything, like my Listonian Australias and that, and my cherry tree, lemon tree, and orange tree. I'll be doing those as well. So stay tuned to those. So it'd be an exciting spring. So yeah, and I will be adding a few more palms in the spring as well. I yet have to plant my Rapias Spindia nuclei, New Zealand palm as well, which I'll be planting that in the shelter, and I have a few sabals to plant as well. A few Asia trindias to plant in the spring. Some teddy bears to plant. Yeah, I have a few bits to plant, and I'll have more to plant when my Trachycarpus fortunei seeds sprout that I got from Salt Spring Island from Banana Joe in Salt Spring Island, and I'm very grateful he gave me them. He gave me more than I ordered as well, which was good. And I hope to have some lipstick seeds sprout as well. And some Washingtonian filifera seeds to sprout, and some Phoenix canaries sprout, and some foxtail palms sprout. And hopefully I'll have 50 Bismarckian Noble Silver sprouting as well. So that will be good and everything, and hope some cycad seeds sprout as well. I have 2 cycad seeds in there. They're the cold hardy ones as well. So that will be good. So I like cycads are a bit kind of cousins to the ferns. They push up, they unfold their fronds the same way as ferns do, really. Like, so they're quite similar. But cycads are extremely slow to grow. You could be waiting years and years for even a trunk to appear on them. So they're very extremely slow. So you have to be very patient, and they're very expensive to get because of their slow growth rate as well. Like, so not everybody has cycads because they're so expensive. But cycads they look lovely. Yeah, and I'll be doing a video of my pink banana that I planted last year to update on that, and some of my bananas that when they come back up again. Like, the thing with bananas, they die down for the winter, then they come back up in the spring. So you never know when a banana is truly dead. So yeah, and bananas create a very exotic look to the garden. So for you plant growers out there in cooler climates, I would suggest to get a Musha Bajou banana to grow to make your garden look more exotic. Now, tip for growing bananas. No, this is the most important thing to successfully growing a banana in the springtime. Just when the the soil feels dry, give it a water and bit of fertilizer, keep it going. Like bananas love low water in the springtime. If you let them dry out too much, they will actually die over drought. But in the wintertime, do not water them one bit. Because if you water them in the wintertime, they will die over the cold, wet. Um, and wrap the trunk with bubble wrap. Don't wrap the leaves at all. You don't need to wrap those leaves. They'll be fine. Like as long as you wrap the trunk in bubble wrap, it'll be fine. So that's the key. And if you can get a hold of Musha Valentina pink banana, get one. They are very nice. They're very nice look to the garden as well, and they're very sweet banana. But be careful with the seeds; they can chip a tooth. So yeah, I have a good view of Musha Baju. I've only one at the moment of Musha Valentina pink banana, but yeah, they make the garden look very exotic altogether. They are a lovely plant once you know how to grow it successfully. Yeah, like I made my mistake of watering it during winter and it died. But you learn from your mistakes, you know. But I absolutely love the banana plants. They look very nice, and you with the Musha Baju, you will get the the banana plant fruiting in 4 years. So that's good. Like in Musha Balatina pink banana, you will get fruit of it the year you plant it in. So it's very quick process. And once you pick the fruit off the banana dies and a new one shoots up. So once it has the fruit gone, it dies down, but another one replaces it. But they just have a nice exotic look, even though if they never fruit, I wouldn't be worried about that. I like to just have the banana plant because it gives out nice exotic leaves. I'll be doing a video on them in the springtime anyway. So yeah, they're very nice. Like yeah, what, yeah. I hope to have a good crop of um lemon fruit and some oranges as well, and hopefully my cherry tree as well. Yeah, cherry trees are lovely, like as well, like um yeah, and I have a few smaller kind of Trichycaris Wagnaris as well, but they're big. Like the Trichycaris palms are fast growing in Ireland, like but they wouldn't be very fast growing in tropical climates. They actually don't like tropical climates. They would die in tropical climates because it's too dry there. They love wet feet. Some palms don't like wet feet, but the Trachycarpus palms love wet feet. That's the beauty of the Trachycarpus palm. And Buta is very cold too, and their seeds you can actually make jelly from them. So that's good. Like so, I'll be doing an update on all of them. So yeah, yeah, they're doing good. And I know some people with planting seeds, they use kind of a baggy method where you put seeds in the bag, you put them in a heated area, and this well. I don't do that. I just have pots full of soil, just throw them on top of the soil, put cling film over them, put a clear cover on them on a heat mat, and I let them grow away, and they seem to do well there. I've got a few sprouting that way. So that's my way of propagating palms. I also have some coffee seeds and chocolate seeds, so it'd be interesting how they do in Ireland. But like I just I like to try new things. Like no no reason why I can't do. Yeah, it's part of the challenge of the hobby. I say hobby because I know some people it's a business, but to me it's just a hobby. Like I enjoy growing them and I enjoy seeing them grow up, but I wouldn't get too upset if I lost one. Like I know a lot of people say, "Oh, that's dying," and like they say, I don't listen to. Well, they're right about me not listening. I don't really listen because I just want to try for myself, and I don't really get upset if it's going to die. Like I say, so what is going to die? I will replace it with something else. So yeah, so that's my attitude towards palms because it's a hobby to me. It's a hobby to me that I enjoy, and I'm not too bothered about making a successful thing out of it. It's great that they're doing well. Like it's a project. It's a long term project for me. Like it will take years and years to develop. Like anything. Like really. Like it'll take a good few years for a canopy in a way for some of the palms. Like but what I'm doing at the moment is getting ferns to create a bit of a canopy because they they're ideal for a canopy. So yeah. So I'll just go for half an hour here and I'll wrap it up. It's great to see some of you in there. And please don't be afraid. Ask me any question in the comment box. I'll try to answer them. Might know everything, but I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And I hope you're enjoying this live stream. Please give me some feedback on the live stream, as I would like to know of what I can do better in the next live stream. That I would really appreciate that. Like every Monday, I will try to do a live stream on the channel for your viewers to see of how well I'm doing with my pen. You know, I, I know a lot of you get pictures from me. Yeah, and yeah, but weather is fairly good at the moment anyway. Like it's a bit chilly, but not too chilly, and it's going to from now on it's going to get a bit milder and warmer because we're going to be towards March, which is the month where it really kicks off. So it'd be good. Like there's only let me see, only 2 weeks till March. That's not too bad. The 2 weeks will fly, and voila, there'll be a lot of growth. There'll be a lot of strong growth then, like so that'd be good. I hope to be on the world record books for palms. I'm probably nearing the record for being the biggest palm tree or forest in the northern hemisphere. So yeah, I think I am doing well there. Like, and I have a bit of room to expand as well. So that is a good sign. Like, and they will look impressive when they really get a bit of height in them. Like, especially the Trachycarpus. When Trachycarpus get a bit of height, they look a bit like Washingtonian hams. So, yeah, and Trachycarpus are lovely and they love our climate. I know some people strip back their bark to make them look more tropical, but I don't like I wouldn't do that at all. I don't like them without a hairs on their jacket on them. Because I think they look rotten with just the woody trunk. I like them with the kind of jackety, hairy trunk. It's nice. And as you grow older, the hair falls off naturally anyway. So they look nice. Yeah. So yeah, my first ever palm that I planted was a Phoenix Canary. Yeah. Uh, and like originally I was just going to I was going to just stick with that palm, but I got a load of palms and that's where I am at today with reaching the record of the biggest palm forest in the northern hemisphere. And I probably already have broken it. I don't know. Someone would have to tell me that, you know? But I think I near it. definitely near it in a way. I've a load of palms in a way. I've lost count of all the palms I've planted. Mm. Like Richie, when I started, I counted them and said, okay, I have 20 there. But now I've lost count. I don't know how many there, and I'm not going to bother counting them because I'll be ages counting them. So yeah, it is class. Like I have more palms than ferns, and more palms than evergreen trees as well. And they're mostly cold hardy palms as well. So it's not all tropical ones at all. Most cold, like Phoenix Canaria cold hardy. I have 5 of those. I have two. Wait, I have four Tricharpus fortunei, which are cold hardy. I have 4 Wagners, which are cold hardy too. Yeah, and I have a couple of Washingtonia palms as well. So that is good. So yeah, someone would if someone would have to tell me if I had broken it or not. I don't know. The record of the biggest palm forest in the northern hemisphere. I yet have still a load of palms to plant and buy. Yet still, the project is still not over. It won't be over for at least probably another few years in a way. So yeah, be amazing of how they will look like when they gain a bit of height. I'm sure my Trachycarpus palms will have a good bit of height this spring. Like in the winter time, they will look amazing. Like yeah, the key with palms is how not to prune them too much. If you prune them too much, you can actually stop the nutrients getting into them, and it stops the growth of them as well. And it takes a long time for them to come back. I made that mistake. So only prune off dead ones, completely dead brown ones, prune off. So and my palms are starting to fill out again, and they will look massive come spring like. So yeah, it's very good, and I enjoy what I'm doing, and I couldn't care less if people give me crap about what I do. But you're going to get that in life in a way. But I love what I do, and like with me, I kind of like to be the first one planting this sort of species because even though it's not done before, doesn't mean it can't be done. It can be. Yes, I know. I'm really, really looking forward to spring. Seeing all that growth, new growth in the plants and everything, and hearing the birds chirp, and just it'll be just real spring, like in March. Like it'll be good. Like my cherry tree is a deciduous tree, so the leaves fall off in the winter and then the leaves come back in the spring. So I'm looking forward to seeing the leaves on that as well. Seeing nice good bit of growth on my tree ferns as well. So yeah, it'll be good, Jack. So and what are you guys going to try and push this year? I know I'm going to be trying pushing a lot of tropical pans this year. Yeah, spring is the time to try to push them. Like, don't be planting a tropical palm in wintertime because it'll just die on you. In the spring, when there's heat, you have a bit of time to get it adjusted to the climate and everything. So yeah, like my magic got a bit of damage in the spring, but in the winter, but it's started to come back. See, if, like if I planted that in the winter, it would have no chance of coming back because it wouldn't have been accumulated in the climate, which I planted in late spring last year. I think it was April or something like that. Whatever what it was anyway. But like, and it's coming back again, like because it's accumulated to the climate now, and next winter it will be even more hardier now that it is kind of it. witnessed a very harsh winter. So it'll be much, much harder next year. So I'll be doing a video of that when it's back to its former glory again. So it'll be good. Be good, good, good. Yeah. A lot of people do have zero success with Majesty Farms. I seem to have success with it. Whatever I'm doing right with it in a way. I seem to be doing great with it. Yeah, and my Kinch is doing great as well. Everything is seems to be doing great. Like I'm very, very happy of the progress they're doing. Like it just shows you once you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything. You know. So yeah, it'll be good. And I'll do videos of the new plants that I get from Kells Bay as well. And hopefully sometime in the spring or summer that I will be able to go to Kells Bay Gardens and I'll be able to show you guys videos there in a way. I'll show you what a nice subtropical garden is full of tree ferns there and how exposed they are to the area. So and they're very exposed. Like it does like tree fern, it doesn't like people would say, oh that's in the wrong area, it needs shelter. It doesn't necessarily need shelter at all because they naturally lose their fronds in a way in the wind. My, like I've had a tree fern there in the ground an exposed area for 4 years and it's doing fine. So when people say to you, "Oh, that area is not good for it, it's too exposed," that's nonsense. Tree fern is very adaptive to any type of area. So yeah. So I'll probably go for another 30 minutes of that way. I don't want to bore you with all my information. So yeah. It's great to see you in there in a way. I know there's 3 people watching, which is great. I'm very thankful of that. So if you have any questions for me, please pop them in. I don't bite. So if you have any questions about PAMs or anything like that, I'll answer them for you. And I hope I be of help to you. So yeah. And I hope you're enjoying the live stream as well. Yeah, and hopefully all of you are looking forward to the spring. I certainly am because like we had a kind of a mild November, December, and then January and bit of February now. It's a bit with the cold, but I'm looking forward to spring. It'd be great. Yeah, to see new growth and just enjoying like my YouTube videos should be better with all the freshness of the spring as well, like where where I'm not always wearing a jacket, like where I'm just wearing t-shirt, for instance, like so it'd be great. So yeah. So probably go for another few minutes because I think probably enough time at the moment, but I'll just go for a few minutes. If you have any questions for me, pop them in on the comment box and I'll try to answer them. But everything in my garden is looking great anyway. Hopefully your gardens are looking great too. Like I hope to try sometime in spring or summer a flamethrower pan. They can take some cold, but they need protection from frost. Like so, I'd be putting that in a sheltered area. So yeah, and they come from New Caledonia near Australia. So they're a lovely looking palm. They have a nice red flame every now and again. Very tropical looking kind of palm. So looking forward to that. So so stay tuned for updates in March sometime. And stay tuned for my monkey puzzle video and Zayatya's G-Phone video and Yucca Filfair video. So yeah. Okay, I think I will just pack it in now. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you next Monday, same time. And I will see you next time. Bye. Have a lovely and palmy day.